You want me to hit the button?
I hit the button and we are live. We're
Hey, you
live.
hit the button already. All right.
I hit the button. We're
You hit the
live.
button. Okay, you ready?
All right. So this is our very last virtual open house for the day. And actually this is I'm kind of excited about this one.
Oh yeah.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because we get so many inquiries on this particular home. Like probably
Why?
5 or 6 a day.
Can I be
Five
honest?
or six a day.
You know I'm excited because it's the last one. It's like, oh boy, looking at real estate. You guys think like looking at one piece of real estate, you're like, we're looking at 7 to 8 of them every Sunday. But that's okay. This is what we do for a living. We love serving people and showing them their real estate.
So this week we took you through 6. So this is the number 6 for the day.
Yep.
And just realized too that we do have some open houses that if you want to go walk through with of course with the safety protocols, there are some that are open from 2 to 5. You can go to teamlalleopenhouse.com and find out more information on any of these homes that we've taken you through today. This particular home that we're going to take you through now. And then if you want to go see what's actually open, please go visit our agents. They are out in the fields working hard. So again, this one I'm kind of excited about because we do get a ton of questions and inquiries on this particular this unit.
Do we have any offers?
Oh,
not sure yet.
Hard to say. So this one is listed at 130,000.
Okay.
130,000. So I think that's part of the reason why we get so many inquiries because it's a leasehold. This is a leasehold.
130,000.
130,000.
What?
And the neighborhood is St. Louis. So there's not a lot of townhomes in St. Louis. Actually, this is the only one because I looked it up. I said, what other buildings are in St. Louis? No, none. Just Regency Park. So just, so you have an idea of what a fee simple townhome in Regency Park would be going for is 670,000.
Holy cow.
So that is the fee simple price is 670. The leasehold price is 130.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of people they inquire oh, too good to be true. What's the story? So this is a leasehold property.
It's not too good to be.
That is the story.
Here's the deal. It's not too good to be true because I'll share a little insight here for our viewers.
Tell us.
By the way, you should work with the realtor and gain access to the MLS, the multiple listing service, through your realtor. And they're going to share what us realtors are looking at and what the database is that we control. Because unlike realtor.com, yes, even though it says realtor.com, zillow.com, trulia.com, especially Zillow, where most of you are on, I guarantee you're going to go on the Zillow right after you get off this Facebook Live or this YouTube Live. The challenge with Zillow is what, Adrian?
That they don't necessarily filter out or can disclose leasehold versus fee simple.
Yes.
So you may be looking at a property thinking oh, this is a normal sale, but really it's a leasehold property. So most of you guys are probably wondering, what does leasehold mean? So leasehold means that you don't own the land, that you've got to pay rent on the land where the building is located. So not only do you have your association fees that cover the building maintenance, but you've got to pay the landowner the lease rent. And usually they do the terms for 30 years, and then they renegotiate the lease rent. What is it, every 10 years, Attilio, that they renegotiate? It just depends on the terms of the lease.
It just depends on the terms of the lease. I can kind of give you some stats here. So lease until year 2036. Lease renegotiation, it's August 31st. Lease renegotiation date is going to be 2031. Their current monthly lease rent is $651.39. That's just a rough estimate on my part. No, that's an exact number to the penny, $651.39. So you got $130,000 on the purchase, the lease rent. Let's see here. You have
So one of the things that is important to realize is for financing. So if the lease is less than 30 years, you cannot get a traditional 30-year mortgage. So on this particular one, you could probably get a 15-year mortgage because the lease is 16 years in length.
And then the other one too is the just a heads up, the maintenance fees plus the other monthly fees, the total is 903. So you got the 903 plus the 651, you're at about 1551. So about $1,500 in maintenance plus a mortgage if you're going to have one. So you got to calculate that in there for your. Now, you know, I just a heads up, I bought a leasehold property
Do tell.
10, 12 years ago. And, you know, here's what I learned about that. It was a risk on my part. I mean, I only paid like $18,000 for it because it only had 5 years left. But I had it for 10 years, did vacation rental, and I made my money, my purchase price plus fix-up costs. And then so I was getting into the profit realm. So I did profit on it, but I was hoping to, you know, win the proverbial real estate lottery by getting the fee rebate available. So you never know, because you said there are fee simple ones in the building?
There are. So the fee simple, so there's one that's under contract that is it's actually on the 10th floor. So like this particular unit is on the first floor. So I wouldn't say that this one is worth like 670 fee simple, probably a little less because of the floor. But so there's one that was sold on the 11th floor, same same unit size, a little over 1,000 square feet, sold at 670. And then there's one in escrow right now on the 10th floor that's listed at 670. So I would say fee simple price for this one, I don't know, maybe like mid to low sixes. But then again, the fee has to be available, and it's not with this unit.
Right now. But it could
not
be.
Right now.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to buying something. So when you see it as too good to be true, no, anybody who says that, or if you're hearing that, it's a lack of research on your part, lack of due diligence, lack of having a seasoned professional agent representing you to ask all the questions you don't even know you need to be asking. So,
well, I've got a question. With all of these maintenance fees, what kind of amenities come with this in this building? We got to have something, right? At this Regency Park, do we have some pictures of some of the amenities that come along with besides a great location?
Yeah, nice green space. You got a pool. You got a big deck here. Let's see,
nice.
Tennis courts.
Wow.
Tennis courts. And I don't know. Oh, that's just a drone shot. I was like, that could be the view from first floor. A lot of green space. Oh, look at that. I'm not saying this is on property, but it's nearby. But if you guys know what that is, if you're nerd out like me, that's called frisbee golf. You throw the frisbee, hits the chains and drops into this thing. So you can do frisbee golf.
Oh, I never heard of that. What is this frisbee golf?
Well, instead of using, it's like golf for hippies.
Oh, golf for hippies.
For college kids. There's no green fees and all that. You don't get a cart. And so you just use a frisbee. And so you go from these they're up on metal poles, and you fling the frisbee towards it. And obviously, if you get a hole in one, that's the objective. And then you go to the next one, and you go to the next one. You just keep flinging the frisbee towards these little catching things. But frisbee golf.
Frisbee golf.
You don't know about frisbee golf?
No, I've never heard of this frisbee golf. Where have I been?
You got to get out more, man.
I know.
But anyway,
yeah. Look at all those amenities. Beautiful.
Pool on property, recreation room, resident manager, tennis courts. I'm just reading off the inclusions. AC window units, dishwasher, microwave, food, microwave, range oven, refrigerator, washer.
This unit is very clean too.
Yeah.
It's a very clean unit. Is there anything that we need to disclose about besides it being a leasehold? Anything else?
It's vacant, easy to show. I don't think there necessarily is anything on that. I'm just double checking the tax records, but again, you know, let's educate our viewers out there and talk about let's talk about, yeah, we know nobody's watching live right now, but we know you'll be watching. You could circle back
watch
around
it later.
And watch it later. So, main thing we want to tell you in this market, a lot of people are asking, how is the market? And, it's day by day, hour by hour, things are changing. But so long as you can stay ahead of that curve and remain adaptable, it's happening all across the country, but real estate is becoming a very hot industry right now as far as if you're a seller. And then it's still a pretty good deal as a buyer, because what's happening with interest rates, Adrian?
Well, they are at an all-time low, and they've been remaining low.
Yeah.
And we just did an interview with Jody Tonga at Pacific Rim Mortgage on Friday, and she gave us some valuable key insights for buyers that are currently in the market to buy. So you can go back and watch that and hear some wonderful tips from Jody Tonga, the mortgage genius.
So we got about 2 minutes left, Adrian. What can we share with our awesome future viewers? Because nobody's watching live right now, but with our future viewers, what can we share with them?
Well, just that you guys can count on us to be doing these virtual open houses every Sunday. Usually we'll pick between, I don't know, 6 and 8. That's I like this 6. I think 6 is good.
6 is good.
It's manageable. So you can count on us for at least 6.
Okay. Yeah.
To virtually bring you through. Yeah.
Every 15 minutes, starting at 2 o'clock, wrapping it up at 3:30, because we do have lives outside of real estate, and you want to hope your realtor does, because you're going to get all burned out.
Actually, it was funny because one of our clients, she was very concerned for us with all of the work that we were doing, because she was seeing the responses and the times of day and the weekends that were responding to her. So she was quite concerned for our work-life balance.
Well, last thing we're going to wrap it up here with is we got 1 minute left, and it's not about just real estate. We hope that when people interact with us, either in this format or on our radio show, which is on AM 830 KHVH every Saturday, it's the Team Lally Real Estate Show. Starts at 10:07.
Are you putting the banner up? You want me to put the banner up?
You put the banner up. You can also.
10:07 is important, though. Why?
7 minutes of commercials if you want to avoid them. And more importantly, here's what I would tell you. And I want to leave you with one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite people, Mr. Rogers. And he said this, they came to him, and I think it was off air at the time, but when 9/11 happened, they wanted him to come out there and do some public service announcements just to put people's minds at ease, because, the adults that we are today, every single one of us today has probably seen Mr. Rogers as a child. And he's had an impact on our lives. And he was such a gentle, kind, gracious man to walk this planet, and especially with this message. And I know what you're thinking. I mean, when I was a kid, I was like, man, when are the cartoons going to come on? Oh, well, I guess I'll watch Mr. Rogers. And oh, Mr. Rogers. It's kind of boring. But the message was super cool, and it impacted us. And he said this. You remember what my Mr. Rogers quote was? In crisis situations?
No, I don't. I don't.
He said,
share with us.
Look for the people that are helping.
That's right.
Look for the people that are positive. Look for the people. You know how I can identify people that are positive and that are helping and that are proactive and as concerned about themselves as they are about their fellow human beings? They're wearing their face masks when in public or in the stores. I'm not, the jogging pass, not a big deal, but the stores, in group settings, whether it's required or not, they're wearing the mask. Because the mask we do have our personal rights, but we have societal rights, is what I want to say. So we're about a minute past. Adrian, any last final words?
Nope, just thank you for joining us. And please check our website, teamlalleopenhouse.com, and you can take a look at what we have coming up for the next Sunday. And we'll see you then.
All right. Be safe.
And aloha.